Now, there are four main categories of actors, and each one has a specific role or roles. Now, who are the key actors? The first one, the EC Evaluation Manager. This is probably the most well-known to all of you. The external evaluators, of course, this is also extremely well-known. It's the team of evaluators, which will go in the field, which will seek information, draft the reports. And then we see that there are other two groups. One is the reference group, and the other one is other stakeholders. Less well-known, but very, very important. Now, for a project or a program evaluation, a reference group will have to be set up. Now, this is mandatory. Does this mean that I have to do it because I have to? Yes, but it also brings back the point that a reference group is extremely useful. And the reason why it has been made mandatory, it's because we are seeking to promote the practice whereby the usefulness of the reference group will become so evident that we don't even need to remind people that they have to set up a reference group. They will do it because they know that it brings added value to the evaluation. Now, the reference group is, of course, a group of people. Who is into this group of people? Well, typically EC services. So you might involve somebody from your unit. You would have, so the evaluation manager might be the focal point. You will probably have the operational manager of the project. But you might also have somebody with specific sector or cross-cutting expertise. If it's a gender-focused program, you might bring in someone from the gender unit. If it's education or health, you might want to bring someone which has a specific sector expertise. And moving beyond only EC services, no, we talked about the importance of a joint process, of how involving and having different stakeholders participate right from the start is part of the lessons learned. So government services, donors, and then you might think of other stakeholders, people who have specific knowledge, people working in a think tank which has given knowledge on the specific area in which the program or project intervenes. Now, one point which is important is that the implementing partner should not be part of the reference group, because otherwise it would bring some kind of bias into the reference group. Otherwise, you know, it will be up to the evaluation manager to decide who to invite. The other advice we would give is to make sure that the people who are invited see the benefits of this. So don't invite someone that you already know is not going to be available, is not going to be interested for a number of reasons. So people who have an interest, specific knowledge, not the IP who has a vested interest. So the issue of impartiality is very important. Now, the members of the reference group have equal importance. What does this mean? It means that if you come from the EC, or if you come from a government service or from another group, your voice will be as important as the one of the services financing the evaluation, for example. The other recommendation is to keep a manageable number. So between 3 and 10 members, somewhere in between, so that you maximize, let's say, the capacity of the reference group to provide information, but minimize the additional effort which comes with managing the group, which is something which will have to be done by the evaluation manager.